Oh my God. So, look, man, I am not happy about this at all. But I know what everybody's going to say. And listen, I'm getting chills as I say this. God has already told us, ladies and gentlemen, if we're paying close enough attention, He's already told us how He feels about some of our current social justice issues and some of the things that we're dealing with. He's already told us. A lot of people aren't paying attention. Some people are not spiritual at all. They don't believe in that side of stuff, so they're not going to look at the signs. But the signs keep popping up. And that's why I've said I made a video a couple days ago saying America has to get this right. This is an opportunity for us, maybe even a last one, to get it right in regards to how we treat one another and how we solve this racial issue that we've been dealing with for 500 years. If you are to believe in a God, you got to imagine, just simply imagine how many prayers have gone up in the sky about this here issue. Not just right now in this era, but 400 years of this. People have been praying to their various deities, God, Allah, about this issue. And He's listening. He always has listened. But right now it's like, all right. So you know that if you've been following me, you know I've made a couple videos about Johnathan Issac and his position. And, you know, I didn't agree with his position on my first video, and I was kind of scolding him to a degree. And then on the second video, I came back and I said I like the spirit from which he moved. Johnathan Issac is a young fella, so whatever he has going on in his head, it's all about more so getting around the right people and having the enlightenment necessary for him to grow just like any other human being. So even if he's mistaken, he's so young, it doesn't really affect me that way. I just wait for his enlightenment to come and hoping that it does. But he made his decision to stand when everyone else is kneeling, and his position was about Christ, that he wanted to go with the gospel and the scripture over kneeling and the Black Lives Matter and all that propaganda. And I agreed with it to a degree because it looks like it's been skewed, it looks like it's been twisted, it looks like the spirit of the movement has been kind of drowned out by political gain or money gain or what have you. So I look at the situation with Johnathan Issac and I said, okay, well, he's taught me something. I'm with it. I support him. I appreciate him. And now I want to see him grow. Someone posted that he was a supporter of Candace Owens. That kind of made me feel like he understood a little more about what he was doing, and maybe he does have some self hatred issues possibly, or what have you. Literally after that person posted that, word came out that homeboy Johnathan Issac busted his knee up, had to be carried off the court. I'm not happy to hear that, and I know what everyone's saying right now, and it's true. That's what I'm here to tell you. Though I'm not happy, in fact, I'm pretty sad about this. There's no denying the spiritual ramifications of the circumstances. There's no denying that. We know what's going on here. If you're a spiritual person, you're reading the tea leaves, you know that Johnathan Issac went down with a knee because God was not pleased with the demonstration that he displayed over the last 48 hours. God wasn't happy with that. Even though I understood where he was coming from, you also have to understand, we all must understand the demonstration of standing when the rest of your people are kneeling because people like you are dying. You go against that and you say that you're doing it for God. No, son. No. That's where we messed up. And I say we because I don't want to exclude him because he's so young. That's where you messed up. You'll never, ever bring God into something that he's not actually a part of. If you have a relationship with God, then you know exactly what he wants you to do. And what he wants you to do is not stand while the rest of you are kneeling. You're supposed to be with us because we're with you. That's what God is telling me. That's what this is all about. We're supposed to be together, and it's not about skin. It's white people kneeling. Your whole coaches, the whole building is in solidarity with black people. You're a black person and you're standing in solidarity with what? Because the white people, they're kneeling with us. What are you doing? I think God just basically told us what he thinks of. And I know a lot of people are going to hate me for saying that, and that's okay. Because I'm not happy that he's hurt, not by any slight chance of imagination. Am I pleased by this by any stretch of the imagination? I am very, very upset about this, because I would like God to not work in this way, to be completely honest with you. I would like him to not make an example of the young fella because he made a mistake. I made mistakes, and I got made an example of too. So that's why I know what I'm looking at. But the point that I'm trying to make, and the spirit of the video that I'm trying to share with you, is no different than reading the tea leaves in regards to the individual that just passed away. God, I can't think of his name. But the presidential candidate, African American, Republican Party candidate, who just passed away after, having statements put out that he didn't appreciate having to wear a mask and et cetera, going to Tulsa and not wearing a mask, not encouraging others to wear a mask, putting on a demonstration that God didn't appreciate. That's basically what the moral of the story is. God didn't like ugly, that man did, and no, he's no longer with us as an example for all of us to understand that we all need to be responsible for one another. We all need to wear masks, not just because we think we know what's going on, but because we are certain we do not know what's going on. We can speculate, we can believe, and we can hold truth in our hearts, but if it isn't backed up by anything real, you're putting people in danger. And he, though I can't think of his name right now, is a prime example of that. And Johnathan Issac is yet another demonstration from on high of where God stands in regards to a lot of what is going on here. He's literally communicating through us. And we need to pay attention to these signs and these things that he is showing us so that we can understand what it is that we need to do in our own individual lives to stay on the right side of him. I don't pretend to be a prophet. I don't pretend to be a holy man. I'm a sinner. I got demons. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. But I do have a relationship with God that allows me to at least be able to convey this truth to you. What you see is exactly what it looks like. It's God telling you he's not pleased. Not necessarily with the kid, but he made an example of the child for us to see and understand. That's all that's about. It's about an example. It's not about punishing the child per se, or the young man in Johnathan Issac's case. But his demonstration, he wasn't happy. And I'm not happy with him for doing this to that kid, to be completely honest. My name is BDF44. Get well soon, Johnathan Issac. Get back out there healthy, man. And that's what I got, man. I hope nobody's offended, but I know some will have to be offended because that's just how this message goes. But my heart is in the spirit of love, and I hope that you receive the energy of what I'm intending for you to receive. No disrespect whatsoever. BDF44, man. I'm out.